Hey guys, just touching up with the art community. Just wanted to put myself out there as an artist. I've been working on drawings and paintings and different kinds of media for a few years, from acrylic to oil to chalk to pencil, and I've had a lot of fun with it. I've got to express you know, the things that I love, which are landscapes, and to see beautiful photography of landscapes. That's my main thing as an artist that I'd love to capture. Not so much into portraits or abstract or anything like that. You know, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and not everybody's going to think every artist is excellent or good in every single piece they do, because, you know, it's all the perception of the person and the emotion that's connected to it. It's not so much the skill all the time of the artist. So I just want to throw a few of my stuff out there and show you my journey and where I've been with my progress in art. And I'll start with my brush set. This is a brush set I've collected over a few years. These wide 2.5s are my favorites. You can do so much with these. You can blend, you can even do detail with the corners, you can make clouds with them, you can get, the contrast, the colors real good blended with these. You can use all kinds of strange little techniques with linseed oil and turpentine, and there's of course such a balance to it, because any too much or too little of this stuff will cause the medium not to settle right, or to be too runny or too thick. And the paintings are very touchy. It's just one brush stroke can ruin them. If you're an artist, you'll understand that you got to be careful. And here's some of my small brushes for detail. Okay, so I'm going to get into some of my paintings, some of my drawings with you. I'm going to start out with some of my drawings that I had originally did before I took advanced art classes. And I'll show you right now. Here's the Brooklyn Bridge. I did that in pencil. I did it over a series of time. It took a few months. Here's a winterscape that I did. It's in charcoal and pencil and chalk, actually. Now I'm going to show you some of my favorite drawings that I did in the advanced art class. I'll start with this one. It's a little abstract. It says a lot if you want it to. But this is my favorite. This, I feel like I really captured the man. I got a little abstract at the bottom. I feel like he's looking up at God, or hoping in the Lord. Mind you, the male models wasn't the funnest thing to do, but I found that I did best with the male models. I got more nervous around the female models. That sounds strange. I guess natural attraction made me nervous and not able to concentrate as well on the females, if that sounds strange. And then this one, this was a still life that I really liked. It was, the teacher set up a still life scene, big bull skull, and, little skulls too. Okay, so now I'm going to get into my paintings with you guys. Show you what I've been up to with the acrylic and the oil painting these past few years. I've done a lot more oil painting than I have acrylic, but nonetheless, I've done acrylic too. A lot I mix. I'll do acrylic settings, and then I'll go over them with oil. use all kinds of mediums like linseed oil and glaze and turpentine. Just the right balances for whatever you're doing is always necessary. Like I said, you can ruin a painting in one touch. So here's my progress. This is what I've been up to, guys. This is what I'm really happy about. This is one of my first paintings. It's a willow tree, obviously. And I like how I did the clouds. This is a plain view. Really like the way that turned out. This is a reservoir, local reservoir around the area, Baltimore. Sorry. Loch Raven Reservoir. I really like the way this turned out. It's real calm to me. If you were really there, it would just be calming, like wind was blowing or something, with the sun trying to peek through the clouds. This is a seascape, one of my first. And these are reservoir paintings. Pretty Boy Dam. That's the sunset, and that's midday. Took a lot of time into these. Really like the way they turned out too. I really like reflection water pieces. This took me a while, only because I worked on it off and on. And this one took me a little time too. But most of all, my favorite one is going to have to be this one. I put most time into this. A lot of detail and preciseness with my hand. A lot of taking my time and layering. It's definitely one of my favorites right there. This one I like too. I like the way it turned out. I like the way the water, the shadow in the water turned out. This one I like a lot. This is a bridge. Obviously, clouds. Just kind of puts you there. This is some of my older stuff. It's an As Cities Burn art cover that I really liked back in the day. And this is a little abstract piece. I did a few different mediums with that pen and whiteout and ink and all kinds of little paints and stuff. And this I liked. Mind you, a lot of these aren't done, especially this one. Obviously it needs land or a fleet of other ships following it. And stuff like that. Just whatever's running through my head at the moment, I would try to finish. This is a church piece that I did. I never finished. And this was a church piece I did too, that I really put a lot of pride and work into, especially with the gravestones. Just because there's a lot of old age expressed on these with the moss and the toning and the contrast tones of aging. I try to express that. And here is an unfinished one. Another unfinished one. And that's pretty much it, guys. So I would definitely like your input. I definitely want to get out there with the art community. I'd love to connect with artists and people that are into the same stuff that I'm into, trying to grow in their abilities to paint, draw. And I'd love to share that and meet friends and have people, help me and lift me up and give me good advice instead of, criticism and hurtful comments, which I don't believe artists should be, trying to hurt each other. I feel like, it's best to keep it to yourself if you're going to try to hurt somebody, rather to lift them up, because it'll just come back to you and somebody will end up lifting you up. It's just the way the world works. But besides the point, I'd appreciate anybody saying anything, relevant to art, or sharing experiences, or commenting on my stuff positively. Even if you have suggestions, I would love that. I appreciate you guys checking out this video. Get back to me with anything and I will post a future video of more current work. Thank you guys.